Hey, tonight, so figure I'll go live. Never gone live this late in the night, but I'm just super excited about today's events that's scheduled. So I do have my scheduling and my security interview at 10:30 a.m. So approximately 10 hours from now. So I think that's probably why I'm so excited about today's events. So while I'm on live, if you're new to the channel, I am Byron. My tag for my channel is Traveling with Promise. On this channel here, I pretty much post content from either me going hiking, chasing waterfalls, trips that I've gone on, sightseeing events, and during the football season, 49er games. So what I'm looking to do on this channel is just give people reasons to smile, um, no matter what they have going on. I do believe that there's always a moment in life in which you can share that can put a smile on someone's face. That's one of my goals for this channel. Other than that, a little bit about myself. I'm from South Carolina. Right at the high school in 2001. I went into the Army for 8 years. Fun fact: September 11th was my fourth day of basic training. Probably one of the most craziest days of ever in history. Most of us new soldiers were just definitely fearful that we were going straight to war with it being our fourth day of basic. So that definitely caused some of my counterparts to immediately quit. They quit. I think we had about 15 to 20 people quit the army literally on September 11th. So that was an eye opener for us. Um, they did also take a few of my drill sergeants off the trail, and they got sent to their old rapid deployment unit, and they got deployed there. So that was definitely a crazy day as a whole. Again, bless the families that lost people, and just remember that we won't forget um, those individuals that lost their lives on that particular day. Um, so on active duty, I was a computer system specialist. I got stop lost on active duty due to my job not having enough strength. My job was I was in field artillery, but I was a computer system specialist. That role that I had in the military required a secret clearance. So if you didn't have a secret clearance, you couldn't even enter my vehicle at any given time. Even doing training exercises, you couldn't. So, but it was a fun gig. We did a lot of good in the communities when we were deployed. I got deployed 3 times while I was on active duty. Um, the first time was 2002 in Kuwait. We pretty much just guarded the Iraqi border for about 6 months. Look like a rapper? I'll take it. I did clean up my face and I gave myself a haircut a couple days ago, and I lined up my hairline and lined up my face. I'm actually not a rapper, so I don't know any. Only rap lyrics I know is the ones that I've from a lot of the old school or just '90s rap from people who rapped. So that's pretty much in a nutshell. Not a singer, not a rapper. If you're just joining the live, thank you for joining my live. Um, I served in the army for 8 years on on 8 year for 8 years, and the first 4 years and 8 months I was a computer system specialist at Fort Benning, and then my remaining 3 years and 4 months, I was stationed at Fort Jackson, in which I went in to be a human resources specialist. So I met a lot of good people while I served. I I actually enjoyed what we did. The deployments was definitely something that was hard. Being someone who was the only son and single at the time is definitely something that you really think about. So, have I did I have any regrets in joining the military? No, I didn't. I will say it was definitely with September 11th being my fourth day of basic training, it was definitely an eye opener, not only for me, but from even one of my friends that I went to high school with. We went in together, part of the buddy program. We went through basic training at Fort Sill, and it was an eye opener. It definitely made us think about why did we join the army, but it all panned out. I believe, honestly, I would tell anyone that if you're in high school and just don't have a idea about what you want to do, the military is not a bad place to go. I also was me personally. I was undecided. In high school, I was someone that I ran track, I ran cross country, I was in JRTC, and I was also someone who was considering going into either engineering, computer science, or accounting. So it was a situation which I just could not decide what to do. So I got my got my GI Bill for like 80,000 on my GI Bill, and I got a $7,000 sign-on bonus. So I had the ability just to, after my military career was up, then I was like, well, I'll go ahead and go and pursue my education. So that's what I did after my 8 years in the military. I went to a local tech school to get my prerequisites done. So my English and math and science is done. And then after that, I wanted to go into the field of physical therapy, but it was hard to get into physical therapy. So I tried to get into physical therapy assistant program at that local school, but I didn't get a chance to get in. So I waited another year or so, and I was able to get into a physical therapy school at a college that was about 2 hours away from where I lived. I got into it, and I immediately questioned it, thinking maybe I should go. Maybe I don't want to be a physical therapy assistant. Maybe I want to be a physical therapist. So I decided to withdraw and pursue my uh, physical therapy uh, physical therapy career. So I went to the University of Phoenix, got my Bachelor of Science in Business Management, and then actually got into a physical therapy school. But the downside of me getting into physical therapy school was I went to Sacred Heart University. I believe a hurricane had hit Fairfield, Connecticut at that time, so it caused us to start the semester later than we needed to. And then when we started school, it was a situation in which we were already 3 weeks behind. So me being a few years removed from anatomy and physiology and some of the other physics classes, I was pretty much already behind the power ball. So I went in and I think I failed one of my first exams. And even though I pretty much made straight A's and B's to the remainder of the semester, I didn't I didn't end up getting out of that semester, unfortunately. So, but I did let it get me down. I returned back home, got me a local job, and then I went into staffing. I did staffing for about 8 years. I started at an Amazon facility in which I was a data analyst, and then within a few weeks of getting there, I came up with something that they did not have in place, and I got a lot of attention not only from my staffing company, but also from that client. And then going into that following year, I got promoted to the specialist, to a payroll specialist. So I ended up getting promoted to the payroll specialist and data analyst at one time. And then I pretty much outgrew my role at that facility. So on the staffing side, I pretty much had we had a solutions deployment group in which once the sales team got clients, we pretty much went and launched those sites from state to state. It was 95% travel, they covered everything. So expenses, so meals, hotels, rental cars, flights, they covered everything. So I got a chance to travel throughout the United States, provide different jobs to different communities. It was definitely something I felt good about because I was able to just give back to different cities and different states. So I was able to end up going to at least about 40 states in that time. So I got about 10 more states left to hit, and then that'll be all 50. But it was a very rewarding career. I got promoted to project manager, then senior project manager there. But as you know, when you work in certain fields, there is a level in which you pretty much outgrow positions again. So I had a couple directors that came in a couple years before I did, and unfortunately, there was no more director roles available. So I pretty much decided to go into distribution center operations. Did that for about 3 years, and then traveled the U.S. some more. Met a lot of good people, gave back to the community, and I just had a blast in that. But with this new chapter in life, my goal was to. I know I've been in certain fields previously, and between my military career and my experience that I've had in the civilian sector, I wanted to possibly just go into a role that had a federal government role. That way, my 8 years of military time counts. So if I were to go and get a federal job and work 12 years, I'll be eligible for retirement within 12 years. So I applied for thousands of jobs since January up until now. Went on countless interviews and got some denials, got a few offers, but the role that I really wanted, I actually got last week. I got my dream job last week. I got my offer letter. I got the good news last week. I signed it on that same day and filled out my onboarding documents and everything else there. The significance of today is I have to go in and do my fingerprinting and my security background. Security interview for that new position. It does require a secret clearance, so I don't have anything in my background, so I should be able to get through that there. John, thanks for the congratulations. Anyone that's on live, I'm just going over just a little bit about myself, and then I'll lead into the purpose of my channel and everything. So it's just I just feel as though in life that you just have to just know that everything happens for a reason. And you got to be positive no matter what. I can't say that everything has been perfect, but it was just a situation in which I kind of wear a smile no matter what, because I look at life as you got one life to live. You want to make sure you're maximizing it as a whole. Be able to leave that mark with people that you meet, and just you never know if you're gonna need those people again. Everyone that I've ever contacted, anyone I've ever worked with, if you were to ask them about who I am as a person, they'll tell you he's caring, he's loving, he's someone that will get in the foxhole with you. He's someone who, if you need something, he's gonna give back to you. He's gonna do whatever he can to help you in every way, to ensure that you get what you need. Because that's the type of person I am, and that's why I named my channel "Traveling with Promise" because I've been traveling all over the world, whether in staffing, the military, or just going on vacations, and everything I do is with promise. Whether I'm going traveling, whether I'm going hiking, whether I'm meeting new people, it's with promise because I want to be someone who you'll never forget. I want to be able to leave that mark in your life in which I got a chance to meet this person, and this person was actually legit. They were a real person. They were someone who cares about people, who is going to give back, and someone you can rely on. So That's why with this government role that I'm getting is in the sector I wanted, which was in HR. Um, I my latter end of my 8 year military career was in HR, and I've been in different organizations post military, and I just felt like HR departments that I've seen from place to place, you always had a lot of people that just did not care. They didn't want to help anyone. It bothered them just being able to listen to someone that's coming up with a question. And I said to myself that I want to be the HR person that I needed to be. I mean, needed someone to be for me. I wanted to be the HR person that someone that would actually take not what the person is saying, but put themselves in that situation and give them the response that they will want back. And I've seen people in those roles that never. It made me question why people would be in HR, because if you're in HR, then there has to be a human element there, a human element that actually sits back and listens to something before they take action, that actually aids someone who needs that support that they need, being that partner that they can just listen to and everything. I'm from South Carolina. Was born and raised there. Currently in Colorado right now. Been in Colorado for about a year and a half there. So just back to HR. I've always wanted to be in that field because I had a little bit of that when I was in the army, and getting this new role in HR is definitely gonna allow me to share a lot of experiences that I've had, whether military or post military, and be able to be that person that in HR that can actually will help someone get to where they need to be, listen to them, and actually be able to make the difference. Um, so that's a little bit about myself on this channel. I started this channel about it'd be 2 months and 2 days. Pretty much just wanted to just share a lot of the content that I've actually built over the last 20 plus years, whether it was hiking, traveling, or just sightseeing and everything. So, what I plan on doing at some point is I do want to visit all 50 states. I got about 10 more states left. I do also want to, but now I like hiking. I do want to be able to get to all the national parks. Currently, I've been to 15 national parks. Just to name a few, I've been to Yosemite, I've been to Olympic, I've been to Glacier National Park, I've been to Rocky Mountain National Park, Grand Tetons, Grand Canyon, Zion National Park. I've been to Bryce Canyon, I've been to the Arches, and let's see where else I've been. And I believe there's a couple more that I may be missing. But the reason why I like hiking is gives you that ability just to hike a trail and just get away from the world, whether it's hiking up a mountainside or just sitting by waterfalls. Um, it just, to me, when I'm hiking or just getting by a waterfall, it just makes me feel like it's no one else in the world. Like anything I had going on in life, I can just sit back and just watch the water flow, uh, being at the top of a mountain and looking down and seeing the valley. It just makes you appreciate just life as a whole and God's creation. It's just a great sense of just reality, but also just a good way just to get away and just meditate or just be at peace. It means a lot to me going hiking. I love chasing waterfalls. Waterfalls, if I can find a hike that has it, it's just something that I really enjoy seeing. Um, if you are someone who's into waterfalls, I do have a second channel. It's called Waterfall Chaser, and it's pretty much me just uh, chasing waterfalls. A lot of content from waterfalls that I've seen from state to state, national park to national park, and just an overall sense of relaxation, just looking at the flow of water. There on this channel, it's just a mixture of everything: hiking, waterfalls, 49ers, sightseeing travels there. So I think it's definitely a good channel that if you just need to get away for a while and just want to look at some good, interesting content. Um, you want to look at something that can just make you to put a smile on your face. This is a good channel for you. Currently, I'm at 249 subscribers. I did set a lofty goal, which is to get to at least 500 subscribers by within a 2 month span. When I started my channel on May 19th, I ended the month with just 7 subscribers. So I know I had to go back to the drawing board just to see exactly what I need to do to improve on the content there. So what I did was I went hiking every week, gathered more details, more content, in addition to the content that I already had, and started posting, maxing out my posts every day. I ended up with June. I ended up getting 156 subscribers in the month of June alone. So going into July, I had 163 subscribers. So I felt really good about being at that number because anything that I put in front of me for a goal, I'm gonna definitely work hard to achieve it. This channel here, I've been someone who's been humble all my life. I'm very authentic. Anything that I do it to the max. Everything that I do is also with a lot of care. Nothing's on my channel is fake. All of my material that's on my channel is something that I actually took pictures of or actually filmed the video at that landmark. So everything is real on the channel there. So going into this month, I felt great. This is the 17th of July. I've actually gained 85 subscribers so far this month. So I'm pretty much on pace to at least match what I did in June or possibly exceed it. So anyone who's joined my channel, that's subscribed to my channel so far, thank you so much for subscribing. It really means a lot for you taking the time to come to my channel to either submit a comment, liking anything, or just subscribing. I really appreciate you. Just many other channels that you can look at. So you coming by my channel and just showing some appreciation for what I do means the world to me. So thank you so much for doing so. Um, there, so like I said, I feel good about everything so far. Life is going the way I would like it to go. I can't even make any complaints. Everything that I faced, whether it was adversity or anything that made me sad or anything that tested my mental. I definitely remained strong. I wore a smile throughout the process. Any pain, any hurt I may have experienced, I always kept my head up and just knew that it won't be this way always. So I feel great about it. Another thing about this opportunity that I received, again, I do have to go in today to get my fingerprints done and to complete my security interview. But the position that I got is in HR, but it gives me the ability to move to Cali. It's always been my goal in life to move to Cali. I do know the cost of living is very, very high there, but it's a place I always wanted to visit. Not visit, but reside because I'm in California at least 10 to 12 times a year. Most of that time is during the 49er season because I'm a season ticket holder for the Niners. So I go to all their games. I've had season tickets going on 3 years. I recently started going to road games 3 years ago. So being able to go to road games as well definitely is also a good feeling there. But what I like about Cali is just they got a lot of national parks there. So outside of Yosemite, it's been several I wanted to visit. So now being able to get to go to the Lassen Volcanic Park, the Channels, Pinnacles, um, Death Valley, Sequoia and Kings um, national parks, and I believe there's a few more that I may be missing, but it's so many endless opportunities there. So, plus the weather's not bad there in Cali. Prior to going to football games there over the last few years. Got a lot of beaches there, a lot of opportunities, but the only downside is gas is very high. You could possibly be looking at $5 or $6 a gallon. But it's a lot of good perks for California. So I'm very I'm very looking forward to the opportunity of moving to Cali within the next few weeks there. But as I said, everyone, this is my first time going live this late in the evening. Usually I'll just pick a particular time to go live and just to do this. But I feel like this may be the best time to go now because I don't really get as much engagement doing my lives, at least over the last 2 weeks. That's when I started. My goal is to go live every day until I'm monetized, and then once I'm monetized, I'll go live at least 3 times a week. So I'm just happy and excited just for life as a whole and everyone that's took the time to jump on this live with me, listen to what I have to say, but also everyone who's gone to my page. My channel is named Traveling with Promise. It's with 2 L's, and I've been on YouTube going on 2 months, and I'm almost at 250. So I did gain a couple of subscribers as this live started. So the 3 subscribers that joined during this live, thank you so much for joining. Now almost halfway to my goal of 500 at this point. So I'm very grateful that you took the time to listen to what I had to say, but also just to comment in the chat, like the video, and also subscribe to the channel. If you are interested in supporting my channel monetarily, I do have a Cash App. That tag is Living with a Purpose 20. It's Living with a Purpose 20. If you want to contribute there, it's not required. I'm just putting it out there just in case someone wants to bless me. Thank you so much with that. But if you're someone who that comes by my channel and just like, comment, and subscribe, I'm just as grateful for you doing that there. So thank you so much for doing that. Other than that, it's been a pleasure jumping on live and just sharing some of my stories. I like to go live just to tell everyone about myself and then just the purpose of my channel. That way, you know who you're subscribing to, and you also can put a face to the name of the title. So of my tag here for my Traveling with channel. I mean, Traveling with Promise channel. So again, if you're just joining the live, I'm almost 2 months into YouTube. I travel a lot, whether it's hiking, sightseeing, vacationing, or just chasing waterfalls. Those are the niches on my channel that I have. So if you're someone that's into any of those niches, in addition to the Niners, I do have a plethora of videos on my channel. I'm going on. I probably have about 700 plus videos on my channel. It's a mix of shorts and long form, but all of the material on my channel is could give you a reason to smile. It makes you appreciate life as a whole and just being able to just see good content, whether it's hiking, mountain views, waterfalls, um, and this is the place that I visited overseas. Usually I do a birthday trip every year in December. The most recent birthday trip I did was in Rio, Brazil, last December. But I've been to Rio, Brazil. I've been to the Maldives. I've been to Bora Bora. I've been to Paris. I've been to Italy. I've been to South Korea. I've been to South Africa. I've been to China. I've been to the Bahamas. I've been to Mexico. Where else have I been? Portugal. I've been to Germany. That's just the name of a few. My goal is to continue traveling. I want to go to Canada next because there's a lot of great national parks there. I do want to visit Banff. I want to go to Jasper National Park, and I also want to go to Yoho National Park, just for the views, the waterfalls, and just great scenery in Canada. So I do have an ability to go there this year. I do know the 49ers have to go to Buffalo this year, but it's in December. So Niagara Falls has been on my list for several years, but being that we got to play the Bills in December, it's probably going to be cold. So I may still try to go to Niagara Falls in December. Not sure. I know Buffalo gets cold throughout the winter time, so I'm not looking forward to going to Buffalo in the winter. But at least it's the beginning of December, so hopefully it won't be as cold in Buffalo. And if it's not too bad, I may go ahead and go to Niagara Falls just check that box off my bucket list. So I feel better about visiting that place. But all in all, like I said, I'm very grateful to be here today. And if you're late joining the live, I just went out, just gave a background of myself, where I'm from, my 8 years in the Army, the experiences that I had, my GI Bill, getting my college degrees, and everything else like that. So, again, everyone, thank you so much for joining my live. I may just start doing this at least twice a week. I may go live at night a couple times and then go live during the day, because the engagement I got today going live just around 12:30. I've had more engagement today on this live than I've had over the last 2 weeks going live. So I'm I think I may have hit a gold mine here just going live during this time of the night. So again, anyone, I do, like I said, I shared my success story so far with my dream job. I do have to go in today and do my fingerprints and do my security interview for the federal government job that I landed last week. Um, Pray for me. I'm hoping that I can get through the process today, and then once they validate my clearance, I'll be able to start my new role in HR in Cali. So very thankful and blessed for that opportunity there. Again, anyone who's just joined the live, I've been on YouTube going on 2 months. I'm a 8 year military veteran. I've traveled the world, seeing sights, hiking, chasing waterfalls, and just having the best experiences that I can have in life. So I'm very grateful for the opportunity. If you happen to view this live at a different time, again, if you're new to my channel, I have waterfalls on the channel. I have hikes. I have mountain views. I have places that I've gone on vacation before, 49er games, and just sightseeing ventures on my site. If you're someone who's just into waterfalls, I do have a second channel called Waterfall Chaser, and that channel just has waterfalls. I do have another channel for 49er. It's called 49er Faithful, but I'm pretty much it's a new channel. I haven't really loaded much content to that channel, but I aim to start uploading more 49er content that I've captured over the last few years to that channel. So again, everyone, thank you for joining my live. If you can, like, comment, and subscribe on any of my content that I have on my Traveling with Promise page. Cause I'm excited about this life as a whole, but I think I am probably getting a little tired. So I at least want to just go on live just to try it at night. And I'm glad I did, because I got a lot of good feedback in the chat today. I got a couple likes on the video. So thank you for everyone who left a comment in the chat. Thank you everyone who's liked this live. Every interaction you have with me means the world to me. So thank you so much there. And as I stated earlier, I do have a big day ahead of me today. So If you are a prayer warrior, pray that I'm able to get through today, get through my security interview, and get through my fingerprinting for my federal government job onboarding stuff today. So thank you for just taking the time to be on my live and going to my page. The best is yet to come, not only for me, but also for you. So keep your head up, stay positive, and keep smiling. And all in all, peace and blessings. Godspeed. Bruh, you got